I almost actually was like, I'm gonna cancel, but I was like, dude, I haven't been here in so long. Like, even if we don't, like, if I don't hit it super hard, at least I'm coming in to talk.
Now, the other thing that it could be, right? Have you been hitting off a mat quite a bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How hard is your mat?
It's not like a expensive one. It's a cheaper one,
Okay.
and like the middle of it like ripped after like I don't even know how long. It's a cheaper one. I don't really know how hard it is, but like it's not the nicer turf. It's
Okay.
like cheaper turf.
So, like when you talk about like the left side, let's just kind of go with that, right? With the pain with the left side. When I see people that hit off a mat continuously, two things that usually pop up as far as pain. Usually, typically, it's right here on the neck.
Yeah.
Right here, shoulder area is where I usually see people start having pain. But the other part is where you're talking about, right underneath.
Yeah.
There. Okay, so I would start looking at, maybe with our new golf money, okay, maybe looking at investing into a little bit better mat.
Nice.
Okay. And that way, because I would venture to guess it's probably the rebound, what you're feeling as you come through. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, 100%.
Right? If we're hitting a lot off a mat, that could be something that we usually see. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, the middle of it after just like a couple of weeks ripped, which I'm not sure exactly why.
Yeah, I'd venture to guess if you really want a good mat that's going to last you like a decade, you know what I mean? It's going to make it 10 years for you.
Yeah.
You're looking anywhere from $300 to $500.
Yeah, this was like $80, which I bought it on Facebook, but still, even for that, it was pretty cheap.
I got a mat from a gentleman. It was about a $500 mat, but I was able to get it for about $250 for the driving range because the driving range was closing.
Nice.
And it's probably about 3 or 4 years old, so I've got probably 7 or 8 years left in it. But I make sure I keep it covered, clean it every 3 months.
Are you talking about at home, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, not here.
Yeah, all right.
It would be nice if we could rip up this strip right here and put in a fresh strip.
Yeah.
I think that should be done once a month. But.
Yeah, I will say, it doesn't damage the clubs like the ones at Kyle's driving range that are exposed to the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm done hitting after like a long night, it's just a green dust, and I just wipe it off. There's no scratches or anything. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, these are my
Are those your new irons?
new irons. Yeah.
Nice.
They fitted me for the ZX5, and I just got the ZXi5. I got the ZX5, which is the older model for half the price, basically. But they were new when I got them.
How you liking them?
I like them a lot. I wonder how the 7s feel versus the 5s, but I think they're like less forgiving. They're forged. I can already tell I'm not. I was like getting in a really good rhythm. Two things clicked for me one was my basically shoulder, which right now with the pain I'm having, it's hard to get it there, but not moving my head and getting that arm across, I couldn't do that before.
So, do me a favor. Just kind of go ahead and do that move for me that you're doing.
Okay.
Let's take a look here. I think we're going to find an issue with your pain here, okay? All right, so you see the position that you're at right here?
Yeah.
You're putting a lot of stress on that little leg, on that little muscle right there. This shoulder, your shoulders aren't really turning. You're just kind of lifting up your arms. You're kind of like this.
Yeah.
And lifting up the arms. You're putting a lot of stress on this thing right
Okay.
here. We need to have more of this shoulder rotation going here, so we're not getting so much stress on this guy right here. Okay. You can see in your backswing, it's like this.
Yeah. Straight.
Right there, it hurts me right there.
Yeah.
Right now, because my shoulder's not getting rotated.
Okay.
Does that make sense
Yeah.
from what I'm seeing right there? Let's see what else we kind of see here, just for a quick sec. Because I don't need you to injure yourself. Okay.
No, that makes sense.
right? But I mean, that's really just a lift of the arms. You got the club away from you, which is good, but you can see that if I look at your shoulder turn here, right? It's kind of more in this direction,
Yeah.
not this direction.
Okay.
Does that make sense a little
Yeah.
bit? Okay.
So I need to.
So I'm going to kind of do this real quick to kind of help you out. Let's take the club down just for a sec. Let me jump on in there real quick for you. Okay. So I'm going to try to get you in a position first, and then we're going to kind of take a look at our wrist a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. But what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you get this, hook it around your arm just as so. Okay. And then all you're going to do is you're going to leave that hooked on there, and you're going to turn up to the top.
Okay.
Okay. That's what we're going to do. So now you're starting to get a shoulder turn, but you're going to keep your arm width correct. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, jump on in here, big guy.
Yeah, the shoulder coming across definitely. Sometimes I feel like I would just bring my arm across, and I think that's a big part of the pain. And sometimes I feel like I would rotate, but it wasn't consistent. It was either one or the other.
Correct. And if you just do that so many times, right, then you start to get into a point where, yeah, there you go. Now just turn up to the top. Okay, so we got to get that shoulder. Yeah, so you see how this elbow needs to be down?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, so from what I can really see here, okay, yeah, because we're going to need to get that shoulder up, your chin up, right? Stay right there for me, okay? Okay, so let's take a look. Even with that device here, you can see that you're really not getting the shoulder turn that we need, okay?
Okay.
So I want to try to go to a little bit different drill here. So you
Okay.
start to get a feel how much more you need to turn away from it than keeping at it. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do this. Okay. All right. So I'm going to have you come on over here and hold this for me just like this, as so. Stand on this side over here for me. Okay. So what I'm going to have you do, excuse me, I'm going to have you take this, put a little bit of the long end there, right? And I'm going to have you turn this behind that.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to get it significantly behind. We're not worried about our arms right now. We're just going to worry about getting this thing to turn behind us.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so I just want you to kind of focus on that for a sec, okay? So up here against our shoulders. Yeah, very good. Okay. So turn that stick behind there. Yes. That feels totally different to you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going with that just for a sec, okay? Chin up just a little bit. There we go. There you go. That's where we need to feel at. Okay, one more time. Now, do you feel any stress right here?
No. not
We've
at
taken
all.
that stress off because we've turned our back now.
Yeah.
Okay, once again. Yep, okay. So you see how much the right shoulder's turned up and back behind you?
Yeah.
You can almost feel like your sternum's pointing up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a really good turn right there. That's what we're looking for. Okay?
Okay.
Chin up just a little bit for yourself. There you go. Good. Okay. Probably just a little bit down, but that's okay.
A little bit. My chin's a little bit down.
No, your shoulder's a little bit down.
Oh.
We want it just a little bit more across. There you go. Good.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Very good.
So if I'm looking at the ball,
Mhm.
should I just be leaned over more then? Like back still straight, but
Yeah, just feel like you're bending a little bit more from the waist.
okay.
Does that make sense
Yeah.
a little bit? Good. Okay. So that's where we need to be. That's a whole different feel for you.
Yeah. for
Okay.
sure. Okay.
So let's do that again. Okay. And let me kind of do this real quick for you. Okay. One more time. Good. So let's take a look at the difference between that person and the first person, right? So you can even see with the device here, but let's just kind of go with this guy. All right. Looks kind of limited, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Much greater range of motion.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's no strain on my side too.
Correct. So that's where you're getting your
That-
pain at right there.
Okay.
Okay. Because what we're doing, okay, as I said before, is you're just taking the club and you're lifting it and you're not really turning.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to allow this structure, our shoulder, to turn back.
Okay.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah. When Well, I guess obviously this drill shows me where I stop. But like when I have the club in my hand, where is like the right place to be like, boom, okay, that's where now I can come back through.
Okay, well, the first thing is we need to work on this so we get a feel for it, right? Okay, we don't need to run to where the arms and club need to be quite yet, okay? But we need to get a feeling for this, right, for what that is, okay? And then we start working about, so if you just kind of do that, turn that for me again. Good, great. I'm gonna take this from you. Stay in that position for me, okay? Now, give me your hands. Okay, and that's how we kind of start to build this.
Okay.
Does that make sense? We don't need to put a club in our hand as of yet.
Yeah.
We don't need to swing the club. We need to start getting used to this position.
Okay.
Okay, so once again, let's put the club across your chest. Very good. Okay. Go probably a little bit too far down. Okay, so here you go. All right, so let me help you out here just a little bit so you get a good feel for it. Okay, good. Get in your position. There you go. Right, it's not so far down. Okay, but your sternum's still turning up a little bit. Shoulders turning.
Okay.
Good. Once again. Do it again. There you go. Better. Yep. Good. Okay. Good. So if I kind of went like this, let's just take a comparison. Oh, we didn't have a video up. That's okay. All right, but let's just take a look at a tour player here. Do we have Scotty Scheffler on there yet? Probably not. I just want to check and see. If not, we're definitely using J2. I mean, I just want to know, do we have the world's #1?
I was about to say, didn't he just win the other day?
He's winning everything.
And then I saw an interview where he's like, I don't even have motivation to. How do you say something like, I don't even know why I'm competing anymore, like why I'm out here trying to win. He's like, I don't know the reason anymore. It was a funny video.
I think he likes being out there because he likes beating everybody's ass.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, that's a good feeling.
All right.
Beating the best in the world at anything. All right, so let's take a look at Max Homa here with his bucket hat. Okay. Okay, see how much shoulder turn he's got?
Yeah.
Okay. You can definitely see that his turn radius is more this way, where you see yours is more that way.
And it makes sense, yeah, because my shoulder was coming, my arm was coming straight across versus like being farther up.
Right, and you're really, all you're doing is just putting pressure on that poor little guy.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's, you know, if anything, I mean, we'll try to get rid of the right a little bit today, but that, more importantly, we need to have that move so we can continue to practice and play.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay, so here we go, once again, okay? We don't need to turn so far down, right? Just kind of feel like it's going, yep, perfect, perfect. Yep, yep. Okay. Good. So up to the top. Now feel like you stomp into your left foot a little bit for me. And now drive down and through. Okay. Get a little stuck there, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Not so far down. I mean, on the way back through.
On the way down, you mean?
Yep. There, stomp, and feel more level. Okay. So we need to get that foot moving out of here.
Oh, I
there
see.
you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go. Good.
So,
Yeah.
boom.
Yep. Perfect. Feel like you're popping up. So watch me. All right. So when I go, right, it's here. Stomp. See how I'm extending back up? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a bent left knee as we come through like this.
Yeah.
What we call saggy knee.
Yeah.
You want to get here. Boom. We're going to step in here, and then we're using this leg to push up and out.
Yeah.
Which is going to get our vertical speed going.
That was one of the issues actually I was having was, well, I actually realized why I'm getting so much, one of the reasons I'm getting so much loft is because I feel like connecting here and the club was like even versus like, there's basically no shaft lane like we talked about before. And so when I would bring that through, I could see myself doing this, and the club was just like this, and so it's hitting.
Yeah.
It's just gonna go basically straight up in the air.
Well, the issue, here's the issue. It starts at the beginning, right? Because we didn't get a real good shoulder turn, right? We're never really going to get that hinge back this way. We're just going to be here and kind of coming down and through.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that what's hurting you is now you're trying to force lag down,
Yeah.
right, into a hard surface or something like that. Now this guy's gotten stretched. Now he's getting hammered.
Yeah.
You know, after a while he's like, I'm done, man.
Yeah.
I've had enough. Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, so one more time, do it again. Okay, give me your hands. There you go. That's it. That's all we need to be. Right there. Okay, good. Might have a little too much flexion in that. There we go. There we go. Good. Get this guy. Good. All right, so that's more where we need to kind of be
Okay.
as we come down.
Right.
Okay?
So when I come down and through, pressure on that left.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then feel like this knee turns out just a little bit and then pops up, right? Up. I mean, get that thing snapping.
Like.
No, 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 like this. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so if we take a look at Max here, real quick, take a look at his lead leg.
Yeah.
Straight as an arrow, right? Allowing that right knee to come on through and kiss it. Yep. Okay. What you can kind of do to help you with that, and I don't have one here today, and I'm sorry about that, is you can get like one of those like kids basketballs or soccer balls, you know, one of those kind of cheap ones.
Yeah.
Put it between your leg here and try to maintain that pressure between your feet, right? And you're going to have to keep that leg going, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? You're not going to be able to have saggy knee or that ball would drop.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have one. Miniature soccer ball.
So let's do this. Let's check our wrist pattern. Does that make sense, what we're talking about there?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so more importantly, I think that's going to be the big thing for us a little bit today, is making sure that we get that out of the way.
So even the crazy part is even with this, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
my distances I felt like were getting better. Somehow coming through, I was even just hitting the ball better. So I can't imagine being back here and then actually, you know, once I get everything put together.
Yeah, you should have a little bit more yardage for sure,
Yeah.
right? Because we're going to get a little bit more forward shaft lean.
Yeah.
The big thing is that hopefully now you will start be able to get rid of the right so much.
Yeah.
Okay, because now you're not coming down so steep.
Yeah.
The angle of attack.
Yeah.
But the big thing is that we should be able to play without pain.
Yeah.
That's more important to me
That
than,
is true.
you know, if you're driving at 400 yards with a 3-iron, that's great. But if I'm in pain,
Yeah, it
you're not going to be
doesn't
able to
matter.
play. Let me see.
It's not consistent or not sustainable.
Yeah.
So
Right? And this is a sport that we want to play until we're, you know, in our mid to late 80s, right?
Right.
Now, have you ever used one of these little devices before?
Mm-mm.
This is a pretty cool little device. All right, let me turn the app on.
Axe motion.
Mm-hmm. So this will calculate your wrist angle. It's good for putting too.
Oh, nice.
Starting
I
practice.
shot an 86 at Scotland Yards the other day, and my putting was like the one thing that just wasn't working. I
Oh.
3-putted so many times, and I was just thinking in my head, like, if I would have just putted well, I probably would have shot a 70s, like in the 70s, literally.
All right, so here we go, yeah. I'm here tomorrow morning, so I'm excited.
The greens are rough.
All right, so we're going to do a calibration. So what
Okay.
we're going to do is kind of watch this video here just for a sec. We got that. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we do. All right, so we want to get our Yep. Good. Okay. There's the hybrids, very good. All right. Yep, we're doing that. Very good. All right, so what I want you to do now is let's just grab what club we're using right there.
It's like a video game.
Mm-hmm, pretty much. Okay, so we're going to take 5 swings.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, give me about 5 swings here and we'll take a look at it. I think that's what it kind of asks you to do.
Let me just, can I do a practice?
Yeah, you can do whatever's going to kind of work best for you.
Trying to get that. So I should be like here.
Let's just swing.
Just
swing.
Just
Okay,
swing. Alright.
we're going to get some measurements here. What club do you have there?
8.
Give me 5 more here. I can see what one of our big issues is. It's casting.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go. So let's kind of take a look here.
The correct amount of wrist extension at the top of your backswing. This helps to maintain a stable wrist position from address all the
Kind of
way
like
to
what I
the
was
top.
kind of working on.
Here's how to do
here a little bit.
Mhm.
Set up normally at address and hold still. Hack motion will use this position to calculate your ideal wrist angles at the top. Swing up to the top position. Once you get there, hack motion will give you instant feedback on your wrist angle. If your attempt wasn't successful, pause at the top and use the biofeedback to feel what the correct position should be. Repeat the motion until it starts to feel natural. Once you're comfortable, progress to a full swing. Check out coaching for assistance if you feel like you're stuck. Happy golfing.
Thank you. All right, so let's get to our address. Okay. Go ahead and get to your address position. Good. All right, so we're going to swing this on up just like a video game to that position right there. Okay? Not trying to hit the ball. Okay. Good. Try it again. Okay, so get yourself, oh, you see where it has that flexion at? Okay, here we go, once again. Okay, so hold on. Hold on. There we go.
Oh,
Okay. Let's try it again. Hold on. There you go. Feeling it?
okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Good. There you go, good. Feeling what your wrist needs to do there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There you go. Good job. Okay. Good. Good job. What are you noticing about your wrist angles there?
Yeah. Basically closing the face more. Where I said I was doing this the other day, here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it up here instead of like I'm not having to stop here, look at it, like it's automatically just up here. So when I
Right, the big thing is for you, right, and you'll see on the other part, right, is that you're casting quite a bit.
yeah.
Okay, so if we can get your wrist, okay, in a good position where it's here and not here, okay, what happens is you get it too much flexion here, and then you start to throw it away because you haven't created an angle here.
I see. Yeah.
So once I can get you here, right, now it's going to be easier for me to feel like I can pull in, right? If I get too far here, right, that's unnatural motion, right? But if I can get you to kind of get more of a flat left wrist, now when I get here, I can.
So that's the goal, is the flat on the left.
Correct. We want it, you know, relatively flat to where your setup is. Okay, so whatever your wrist angle is at setup, okay, is where it's going to calculate that from. There you go.
Is it okay that the face is back and not straight up, or?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay. The big thing is now that okay, now your back of your wrist is matching your face. Okay. Now if you want to get that up, you can, right? You can get that here, you can. You hear that?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where it's at, right? As long as this is matching that,
I got
and
you.
depending on how steep and how shallow you want to be.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now just come on down and through for me. See how much square that face is at the bottom now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right? It sounds like the good Lord's taking you home too.
Sounds like those hybrids when they back up. Have you heard those? Yeah. They actually don't make noise. That's a synthetic noise because they're so quiet.
Yeah, people like some audio feedback.
Yeah. My buddy works for Toyota. And he has a hybrid. I was like, why does it sound like angelic? It's weird because this wrist feels like it's
Bowing back,
Yeah.
right? That's what we want.
Okay.
And that's why we call this the waiter drill.
okay.
Okay, because if I got on up here, I should be able to hold a plate on my hand, right?
I used to be a waiter.
Do it again. Okay. So now I think we're starting to get a feel for where that needs to be, right? Feel like a flat wrist.
Mm-hmm. Feels like it's flat there, but it's not. Humming.
Okay. So even though it's a little bit off, it's getting a lot better than where it was before.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Definitely feel like, even though there's so much still to work on, I'm sure there will be for a long time, I still feel like things are definitely progressing now. Like I felt like I was in a stalemate for a while.
Well, once you figure out one part of the swing, then you got to figure out the short game or the driver or the putter. There's
Yeah.
always something. Trust me. This game will always give you something.
Yeah.
So let's try again here. Let's go with this. This is a little bit different thing here. Kind of help us out. Okay. Good. Hold it for a sec. Good. now you're at like 8 degrees sometimes when you're off instead of being like 21, 22 degrees, which is
Right.
huge.
It's an ab workout.
Right? Feel it, don't you?
Yeah, my whole side's burning.
Okay. So with that being said, all right, so what we're going to try now is the downswing a little bit.
Okay.
So let's kind of get into a dress here. Okay. Swing up to what that thing's doing for us. Okay, so you got it. All right, good. You're holding your lag a little bit, which is good.
Should I go faster? Or?
Let's just go to a learning speed. Good. Good. All right. Feel how you're maintaining more of that angle on that back wrist now?
Yeah.
Right? Now
Yeah.
that you've made that, you know, movement back here where you've got that angle.
Yeah.
Now you can keep it, right? And now we can keep our lag. Does that make sense?
Yeah, when I'm down here, my wrist is like
Yeah.
locked in place. Yeah.
Right. Because now we don't have to manipulate our hands or wrists. Uh-huh.
Damn, is that where all the shaft lean comes from?
Pretty much, yeah. So the big thing is as you get on up here, right? Good. Right, now you're creating an angle in, right? Not going out.
I
You're
see.
having a big cast. That's what your issue was.
Okay.
Does that make sense with your what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Right. All right, casting right there, right? See, so let's try to keep what that thing's telling us a little bit, okay? All right, now narrow up your angle. Yep, as you come down. Good. You feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's getting us away from that casting that we have an issue with.
Thought it was there. Keep going.
Mm-hmm. Let's do a few more here. Mm-hmm. You're on a roll. Mm-hmm. Cast it just a little bit there, okay? released it just a little early.
Okay.
Okay. Kind of keep with what that thing's showing you a little bit. Try to get in a feel, right? Good.
Going too fast, maybe.
There you go. Maintaining that radius, right? Making it just a little bit more narrow than what we have. We don't want to extend that radius. Good. All right. Give yourself a break for a sec, okay?
Jeez.
But does that give you some good understanding what we're trying to accomplish here, right?
100%. I've seen John Rahm do a weird thing with his wrists, and now I know what.
Right. Here, we'll
What he was
take a look
doing.
at Johnny Rahm here real quick, so you can kind of see.
I was like, what the hell is he doing with his wrist? I was watching the duels the other day.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of the wrist thing. You can kind of get lost in all that, but
I just didn't know what he was doing, but
I mean,
right there, you just passed him to the left.
there it is. They moved him on me. All right, but let's just kind of take a look here. We take a look at his wrist motion.
Yeah.
Right, you see, he's got a lot of bowing here.
He's
The big
got
thing
bowing,
is that as much as it is about the bowing of the left wrist, it's the cupping of the right.
Yeah.
That's what he's really trying to get. That's a big angle right there. And now he's going to even reduce that even more, right? And now he's got all the forward shaft lean that he needs. And all he has to do now is just really turn as hard as he wants out of the way. Everything's set, ready to go. Okay. But you can see that there's no
So he's almost doing it overly.
correction. There's no flexion or anything. It's definitely overdone a little
Yeah.
bit, right?
Yeah.
A little bit more like DJ, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like DJ, right? But it's definitely, now there are people that have it the other way, like Jack Nicklaus and stuff like that. But really for most purposes, right? For people who are fighting a right ball flight,
Yeah.
right? We want to try to get rid of that left wrist cupping
Yeah.
as much as possible, right? You know, it's okay if I have a strong grip here, but as I start to go, you can see it starts to extend quite a bit. So it goes from basically about 21 degrees of flexion to about 3,
Okay.
okay? So there's a little flexion right here. And then as I get on up here, ideally, probably just a little closed, okay? Just a little bit. I'm probably a little bit more neutral, maybe a little bit open.
Yeah.
But that's because I like to play a little bit more of a fade at times.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
just I can talk to it a little bit easier than I can a draw. But if you're a person, as I said, struggling with the ball out to the right, and I've got too much flexion in there, that's not going to help us,
Okay.
right? But if I can get some extension in there, right,
Okay.
then I can come through. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So, kind of keeping with this a little bit. I don't want us to hit too many balls because of our injury. Okay, but I do want us to get reps and understanding of where our body needs to be.
Okay.
Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go here. Let's see. So I think that gives you a good idea of what we're trying to do with the
Yeah. 100%.
downswing, right?
Yeah.
So we're definitely trying to create or decrease that angle, not increase it out
Yeah.
away from us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And was I turn? I mean, I know that wasn't the goal, but was I turning okay too?
Yeah, I mean, as long as the numbers are doing it, then we're probably getting into a pretty good position,
Okay.
right? But right now, it's really just getting our wrists and hands in a good position to
Yeah.
go through there. And really, when we're doing these reps, doing them very slowly, and then we start to build in the speed as we come through.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Here we'll do a transition drill, so you get kind of an idea there. Okay.
Good medium swing.
Yeah, just kind of give me a medium swing here, and let's see what it kind
Does
of.
that mean don't take it all the way back, or?
No, just kind of medium speed. Let's go
Oh,
with
I see.
medium speed. Let's go with that. Okay.
Shorten your backswing.
Okay.
What is that?
Okay, so just shorten it up a little bit. So just shorten it up to whatever you feel like a half swing. Now transition. Good. Okay.
I see. Okay.
Give me 2 more here, and then we're gonna just take that little device off and try to hit a few shots here for our final, okay?
Okay.
Does that give you a good feel?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions?
No, that makes sense. I was trying to compensate for it here, like stopping here, coming back, but I couldn't get it consistent. So
So, but do you feel
That
where the
makes
wrists?
sense.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So now you're starting to feel where the wrists need to be. Now
Yeah.
you're starting to figure out that, you know, instead of throwing that club to get it started, we got to create a little bit more of an angle
Yeah.
here and getting into that transition, right?
I had, I think my attack angle is supposed to be negative, right?
For your irons, yes.
For my irons, right? So
Yes.
So I had an issue. Like I said, I was basically coming through it like this,
Mm-hmm.
and but I was hitting the ball like this, and I couldn't figure out how to, like, even though I was like, I felt like I was coming through okay, I
Mhm.
still wasn't getting like the attack angle I wanted. So it makes sense with the wrist, because now I'm
Correct. Now you've got a flat left wrist coming into impact.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to figure out how am I going to get out of the way with this flexion on my wrist
exactly
to come
yeah.
through, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
I'll take that little bad boy
Oh,
off
yeah.
so you can.
It's like a heart monitor.
Correct. So, just gives you good feedback of where things need to be. So now that we've got that kind of off of us, right? Just kind of, in your mind or, visualize what those little things we're trying to indicate to you. All right? Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
All right, let's said about 5 or 6 balls. How's the side feeling? That's what I'm more concerned about
Well,
right now.
it's not. I'm not feeling it. I mean, I still feel it, but it's not like super painful because I'm not utilizing it as much as I was.
Okay. Good. I like to hear that. That's good to hear.
Yeah, I was definitely, when I was doing this, anytime I would turn, because it was stretched, I could just feel it just like pulling.
That's the most important thing, is that we're not feeling pain as we're playing.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's really my job more than anything. Oh, look at that. There's a baby draw. Oh, holy shit. Call the
I've never hit a
cops.
draw.
Right? Good job, man. Good job.
Unless it was by pure accident.
No, no, that's by your talent. There we go.
And that one went straight. Look at that.
Good.
Damn, I didn't even hit that hard. I went 145.
Right? It's all in the wrist angle, and now you're not flipping.
Try one without pausing.
Now he's getting cocky, folks. Now he's getting cocky. He's just pounding straight balls, cocky style. I love it, man. Good job. Little love. Don't need to be so quick with it, okay?
Okay. Yeah, I'll
All right? Feel where that wrist needs to be, right?
Oh, well, good. A little bit out to the right, but very livable, right? Yeah.
Okay. Put a little extra flexion in that back wrist for me, okay? Feel like it's a little bit flatter,
A little flutter.
okay? A little bit flatter. There you go. There you go. Envision yourself like John Rahm, okay?
Unfortunately, after watching the duels, I'm not sure I like it much. He's kind of just talks shit a lot. I like how he plays, but
There you go.
Other way.
I don't think there's anybody that talks more shit on a golf course than Michael Jordan, though. Man, that guy.
Really?
Yeah, he's kind of obnoxious, to be honest.
Really? Yeah, he was always a... Can't deny his talents, but...
Oh, yeah.
So I should be in like this.
Yeah. Yeah, so we need to be... There you go. Feel that?
Yeah.
Feel that back here?
Yeah.
Right? Like you could almost hold a plate right there, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Get through that very well. Need a picture of the plate thing, I think.
Okay. And if you kind of have a little bit of that Cam Young where you kind of pause up at the top a little bit, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Guy's an absolute ball striker, man.
Definitely for now, I think it helps.
Yeah.
While I'm getting used to it.
Right? There's never been a person that's hit a golf ball in the backswing, has there?
That's very true.
All right, we hit it on the downswing.
It actually helps me with this too.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. So I
Absolutely.
keep coming through. I'm like not having a problem chicken winging because
Your
my
wrist
hands-
is in a good position. It's not, trying to get out of that position to get the club face square.
Yeah,
right?
which is where I'm like starting to chicken wing. Now because I'm here, I'm automatically
Right.
Just there,
Yeah, your elbow doesn't have to do something to compensate for the mistake that your wrist has made.
yeah. Okay. Barely hit that. 180.
All right. See how square that face is throughout impact?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Good work right there, man.
That felt good.
Good work. There you go.
See, even though I was in pain today, I knew I shouldn't have canceled. I was like, I know he's gonna give me some shit to do that's not gonna require me hitting the ball, and it's still gonna be a lot of work, so I better just go. Yeah, that feels, I can feel the compression now, too. That's the other part, like, there's been such little things that I'm like, I know something's not right. Because
Yeah.
when I'm hitting the ball, I'm not, like I'm trying to hit through it and I'm still not getting the compression I need.
All right. Now we're pulling through it, not pushing through it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, we can play that all day long. All right. Got Scotland Yards, wear it out.
All right.
work throughout the whole back. Okay, that's gonna work throughout the whole back. Okay.
I wondered too with my driver. I have a problem. Not like I feel like I'm flipping the club when I come through, and I think that's probably.
Absolutely. I would sit with this, feeling or work on this probably for a couple days at least, so we get used to that wrist feel.
Yeah.
And then I would try to bring in the driver or a 3-wood or something like that.
Okay.
Something to introduce on a tee.
Okay.
But really, the big thing for you right now is making sure that we get this wrist, instead of being like this, now like this.
Okay.
In a much better position, delivering it in such a manner that we're still keeping an angle, right? Creating angle in, not angle out, as we come down and through.
Okay.
So that's going to get rid of the casting, right? We're not going to have that feeling like my left arm needs to pull out of the way to make room for what my club face needs to do. Perfect.
So if I'm playing tomorrow on the tee, I mean, should I just drive how I've been driving, or should I just not even use a driver?
Give it a shot. What I would focus on is just the wrist angle.
Yeah.
Okay, just focus on that and see where that takes us. Right? Yep. Man, look at you. You fire right through with that. Okay, there's
I'm picturing you in my head doing it, because I know how when you swing through it. Obviously, I'm probably not.
No, that's fine. I don't care how long you take it at the top. As long as you get everything set and you fire through, those are great results right there. Perfect.
I figure after, like if I go to the driving range in the morning or something, I'll probably go Saturday. Like after a couple of days, I'll be able to actually not pause as much, but
Yeah.
the pause definitely helps me.
Absolutely, that's fine. We're in a transition time of learning, right? Good. Get that flexion there.
Now I know I won't hit a fade, so I can aim straight now.
Correct. Right? Now you can look at something out there on the right and work off of it, right?
Right.
And not worry about shit. I hope I'm going to the pond or the trees or something like that.
Right.
Now you can work off of that object out there. Good. Where are you playing at tomorrow?
I don't know exactly. I called one of the courses. It's the Palmer something. It's Arnold Palmer designed it, I guess.
Okay.
But it's I think they have 27 holes at this one.
And this
There's
is
so
up in
many
the
courses.
villages,
This is
right?
in the villages. Yeah, there's so many courses. I just tried to find one that had a lot of water and like scenery, because
Mhm.
up there, I don't know if you've been up there much, but it's really beautiful. For Central Florida, it's.
Yeah, I mean, Ocala's beautiful.
Yeah.
I would skip Gainesville.
There's nothing there but UF. Bunch of drunk teenagers.
It's definitely changed over my time. Like before, I would say like 1995, that place was absolute, they wouldn't say suitcase city, but I would say as soon as class was gone, the whole town shut up.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go down the middle of Main Street, nothing was going on.
Yeah. Was University of Florida as big back then?
It's always been big.
Was it?
It's always been big.
Yeah. I'm actually I always watched basketball, and we've been coming down here since I was a kid, so I was always a Gators fan, and
Mm-hmm.
but like I've only been there a couple times. I wondered if I ever did a master's to do it there, but now my wife works at USF, so it's like
Oh,
I
yeah.
can get paid free school,
Absolutely.
Which I work for the military anyway, so I could get it paid for, but. Oh, shit.
All right. Felt the face open there, didn't you?
Yeah,
Just
I
kinda
took my-
wiped it.
Yeah.
It's okay. me about 3 more, big guy, and let's talk about what we need to work on, okay?
Okay.
Is this the 7 or 8 iron?
This is 8.
Hitting an 8 iron, 138 carry, total 150. You don't need much more than that, though.
Yeah, I feel that's what I'm saying. My 7 hasn't even been this good.
Good.
And I'm not, like I said, I'm like pausing and not even killing it. A couple of them went like 170. I'm like, I can't
Right.
even hit my 7 iron that good. Wait till I have control of this. I'll be able to put it where I want it.
2 more for me, big guy. 2 more.
Yeah, it's like I can feel the back, but it's not bothering me to the point where I can't swing. Which
That's
is
good.
good, because I was worried about playing tomorrow. Like, I'm not going to be able to swing at all, but
Yeah, we're going to definitely come to that. Here, just a sec here. All right, good job there, right? What did you think about that? Did you like that little device?
yeah.
Pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
Great.
Kind of answers a lot of questions in a video game kind of format, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's good.
Love it.
First and foremost, right? What we need to kind of work on. Okay. Put the club down for me, please. Let's grab an alignment rod here. Okay. So first and foremost, what we need to do is we need to get rid of the pain in our side. Okay. So go ahead and put that across your shoulder plane for me. Good. Okay. Good. You can stand up just a little bit taller. There you go. Good. So if I put an object here right in the center here, okay, I want you to just turn that past that. There you go. Good. Very good. Good. I want you to do this for about, 20, 30 minutes a night. Okay. If you've got yourself a full-length mirror or a camera or something like that, put it right here on it so you see yourself. But the big thing is now you're getting your right shoulder. Go ahead and go. Now you're getting your right shoulder back behind your neck.
Yeah.
Okay, not back over here, okay? All right, so the more that you do this, the more that we're gonna get that, basically our thoracic T-spine, which is back over here, loosened up a little bit for you, okay? And that's a big issue that I see with a lot of people who have home jobs that work at a desk,
Yeah.
right? We're constantly like this, hours on end right here. That gets really tight. So we want to make sure that we spend some time kind of working on that, getting that loosened up a little bit. That's really going to help your side right here. Okay. Instead of kind of lifting up the arms, then we start to rotate and turn a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the first part that we need to kind of work on. Second part that we worked on here a little bit. So if you grab your club for me. Okay. The big thing that we kind of figure out today is where our left hand needs to be in the takeaway, right? We don't want to start off so much with it being like this,
Yeah.
okay? We want to get that up over here. So we want to take our normal swing and then get that feeling there,
Yeah.
okay? Now we've got a nice little bow to our left wrist, which is good. It's more flat, right? Now it's matching the face angle,
Yeah.
okay? But once I start to do this,
Yeah.
right, we're open. Right, correct. So now you can sit right here, right? And you're having a good time pausing, which is good. But now what you're doing is you're delivering this left wrist in a good position like that. Look
Yeah.
how square that face is now,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, all you have to make sure of is you work on your swing direction. Do I want more of a draw or do I want more of a fade?
I see.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And really, now that you've got your wrists set to where they need to be, all you have to do now is just turn as hard as you want out of the way. That face is still going to be square for you as you come through. Okay? Now, the other thing that we kind of worked on just a little bit here, right? So go ahead, set up again for me. Right? Up to the top. Feel where that bow needs to kind of be. Right? The other thing is that as we come down here, come on down, we want to have just a little bit of some shaft lean going this way, not out this way,
Okay.
right? That's why we're having that early extension,
Gotcha.
okay?
Okay.
And that's going to give us that chicken wing and all that bad stuff that we're kind of talking about, right? Mm-hmm, perfect. Yeah, okay, down and through. Okay? All right. Any questions?
No.
Okay, a lot of work here, right? Told you we weren't going to hit a lot of balls, but I think we almost got up to about 60 balls to hit, which is pretty good, and not feeling a lot of pain in the side, which is good.
It's
Okay. The next thing that we need to kind of focus on with your swing and what you need to do is putting.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like putting's really killing you.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to find some time to do that. Okay.
What do you recommend? Like, I mean, I know I get out at 7, I can run to a course and putt on the green, but like, if I don't do that, I mean, I don't know if those street mats really work. I looked at some of them online, but I'm like, I don't know how.
Well, there's a few things with the putting, right? One is the setup and mechanics.
Yeah.
Right? We can't read break or something like that on the flat ones. It's just mechanics and repetitiveness. If you get to a course, let's just say you get to a course and you've got 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay? What I would first start off with, right, is I'd grab a couple balls, 3 or 4 balls or something like that. Get to about the middle of the green, okay? About 20 to 40 feet away, depending somewhere in that area. That's usually a lag putt.
Yeah.
Just putt to the edges, okay? Give yourself 5 or 6 minutes to get a feel for what the edges are, right? Try to get as close to the edge as you can, right? There's no penalty for going in the hole or not going in the hole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no
Yeah.
expectation. It's just a feel at
Yeah.
this point. Then once you kind of give yourself 5 or 10 minutes with that, getting a feel how close that is, then I would get to about a 4 foot, 3 foot putt, okay? Make a circle of death. If you got 5 or 10 minutes, just hit putts and see them go in,
Okay.
right? And then what your object needs to be when you're out there putting, right, is to harness that feel that we have with the lag and get within a 3 foot barrel,
Yeah.
right? And then we start to get that in, right?
Okay.
That's how I would kind of practice if I had a few minutes,
Okay.
right? What we need to kind of do is we'll probably put the same device on you, right? Figure out what your radius and Aldner are doing, how they're maneuvering the putter head.
Yeah.
And really the other big thing is figuring out what your tempo is, right? That I really can't measure that unless I have something on there, but a lot of amateurs kind of either accelerate when they get to the ball or they decelerate.
Yeah.
It's not a constant go through, right?
Yeah.
There's always like, I've taken it back too far, got to slow down.
Yeah.
Or I haven't taken it back too far, got to hit it.
Yeah.
Right? So getting that number would help us quite a bit. And then we'd start to be able to understand a little bit more of, what your metronome number is. Like, is it a 1-2 or a 1-2-3? Like, do,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever
that sound may be. But then we start to get a feel for what it is.
For what
And
it
then
is.
our consistency starts to really jump up.
Okay.
Because now we're hitting a center strike and we're continuing to use our shoulders in the proper manner.
Okay.
And that's where we really kind of need to go to next, because it sounds like that's where we're losing strokes.
Yeah.
Am I right on that?
Yeah, I mean, so I bought a Scotty. I wasn't gonna buy a Scotty, right? Because
You got them in the bag?
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
Dude, it was $200, $215, and I was like, this guy, one of the guys I buy from was selling it, and I kind of got a good deal on it, and I like it. Like I do hit it well when I hit well, but with the greens at Scotland Yards being how they are, and me just like not being too confident in my putting, I just wasn't. I don't know. I feel like I played recently and my putting was pretty good, but everything else was off, right? My irons and stuff. So of course, when my irons and everything was playing well, my putting the other day was bad. So
Gotcha. To me, I would venture to guess that I would, and this is just me speaking, I would probably get some weights and I'd get this a little bit heavier on these.
really, okay.
Yeah. Because it seems like this is a counterbalance, almost.
Yeah,
It almost feels like there's some weight down here at the thing.
yeah.
It just feels like, to me, like the putter head's too light,
Too light.
right? So that's just me.
So do I just?
Yeah, there's
order
like a
these?
little thing that you get on in there, and you
Okay.
wrench it on out, both
Oh,
of them,
nice.
and then you can get heavier weights.
Nice.
So they're just Scotty
Right.
Cameron putter weights. You can find those on Amazon.
Like 30 or something instead of 20?
They come in packs. I would
Oh, I
probably
see.
get
To just test them.
tested. I mean, I think I've got 230 or 35s in mine,
Okay.
in the old Scotty Cameron that I have. But I'm using a TaylorMade now, Spider.
Spider.
But the big thing